They are not letting their classics breathe anymore. They don't care, you know? They are treating movies like software updates now. This might be the biggest issue with the movie. Dwayne Johnson, returning as Maui, is being treated like it's an automatic win.
Guys,
it's really not, and I can explain why. He voiced Maui in the original, okay? He helped make You're Welcome huge. He really did. He is connected to the character. I understand that. But I don't see this as the slam dunk everybody else might see this as, okay? I actually think this was a missed opportunity for Disney, you know? Maui could have been the role that introduced the world to a new Samoan or Polynesian actor, right? Like a fresh face. A new presence, somebody who could step into the role and make it feel different while also staying true to the character of Maui. Because if you're going to remake a movie this soon, then at least give people like something new to look at. Give me something a little bit different, you know? Instead, they brought back Dwayne Johnson again. My name is Pirate the Landlord, and you're watching This Movie Sucks. Now let's get into it. It starts to feel like Hollywood cannot imagine, a big movie without calling the same 10 people. You know what I mean? The Rock. You got
Chris Pratt.
You got
Ryan Reynolds.
You got
Kevin Hart.
It's like Hollywood casting is just somebody scrolling through the same group chat and just wondering who they should call in, to audition. Disney had the chance to create the new Dwayne Johnson. You know what I mean? They had the opportunity to do that, and instead they just hired
Dwayne Johnson.
That's the whole issue. If Dwayne wanted to be involved, make him just the producer. Make a new character. You can make a new character, Disney. It's okay. Disney used to create like the next thing. Now Disney keeps remaking the thing you already liked. You know what I mean? Look at your Disney Plus subscription right now. If for any of you who have Disney Plus, go onto your Disney Plus and look at the movie lineup. It's the same movies you've always known for the last 20 years, isn't it? Yeah, with a couple new updates and some Marvel stuff, right? I mean,
come on, man.
And that's why people get annoyed. It's not because the audience hate nostalgia. People love nostalgia. I love nostalgia. But nostalgia becomes a problem when it replaces imagination, Disney. You have to keep your imagination. The original Moana proved Disney could still create new magic if they wanted to. Now, to be fair, there is one thing that I actually like about this whole thing. Catherine Lagaʻaia as Moana, all right? That is fresh, that is new, that gives the movie like a different energy, She is not just some random celebrity name that's slapped onto the poster. She is a young Samoan Australian actress stepping into a major role, and that is exactly the type of casting that makes a remake feel like it has a reason to exist. That is what I wanted more of throughout the entire movie. Give us people who can bring new life to this world. Give us actors who are not already stamped across every franchise that we've ever seen. Give us a reason to say, okay, this version might have its own identity. That's why the Maui decision bothers me as much as it does. When we get Dwayne Johnson, we know what we're going to get. There's nothing to
fantasize about.
Here's the thing about Dwayne Johnson, and this is the reason why I wanted someone else to replace him in the Maui role, right? He is so famous that sometimes he stops disappearing into the role, right? You don't always see the character that he's supposed to be portraying. You see The Rock in a costume. And that's not always his fault because, The Rock is The Rock. Dwayne is Dwayne. He takes over the screen when he's on it. But that's what happens, when somebody gets that big. But with Maui, that could be a problem, right? In animation, Maui was a character, and Dwayne was just voicing that character. He was a part of what the character Maui was. He wasn't Maui himself. In live action, there is a risk that Maui becomes,
The Rock.
He becomes Dwayne Johnson. And it's not, Dwayne Johnson portraying Maui. It's Maui portraying Dwayne Johnson. And once that happens, the movie starts feeling like a celebrity showcase, right? Not a story. And that's why a new actor could have helped. In fact, I'm gonna stamp it. A new actor would have been
perfect
for this. A fresh actor who would, give the audience less baggage, less expectation, allow the actual character of Maui to shine. And now here comes The Rock again with The Rock energy, and it's just not Maui anymore. Hollywood keeps acting like live action is the final form of animation, like animated movies are just waiting to become real, like Pinocchio. No, animation is not like a rough draft. Animation is an art form. Animation can be the final form of a movie. It doesn't mean that it needs to be remade into something live action. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of things that I would love to see a live action version of. Like, for instance, if any of you are familiar with the anime Inuyasha, I would love to see a live action version of that. And we've gotten other live action stuff like Avatar: The Last Airbender. We've gotten One Piece. And all of those things are really, really good, and I really, really enjoy those things. But other things don't really need to be remade. Moana worked because animation let the ocean feel alive. It let Maui transform smoothly, right? It let the colors pop. It let the world feel big, magical, and emotional without worrying about whether or not, the crab looked believable under the studio lighting, Now, live action, everything gets harder. All you did was take something beautiful and make it look more expensive with less magic. That's when you put your film in danger. Sometimes animation is not the limitation. Sometimes animation is the reason it worked, and it doesn't need to change, and it probably shouldn't change. Did we really need to have this version
At all.
And until Disney proves the answer is yes, this movie
Sucks.
And that's The Rant. I want to thank you guys for coming in and watching the video all the way through. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you really like the video, please subscribe. I have more stuff like this on the channel, of course, so go check it out. You might see some things popping up here and there. And above all else, if you go and you see the movie and you like it, you go and see the movie and you hate it, make sure that you come back to the channel and pay your rent.